So I'm going to be showing you automatic roof vents for the greenhouse that we just built and installed. The frame was built 46.5 inches by about 26 inches so that they would fit between the arched joist or the rafters of my greenhouse. The small cylinder is a wax-filled hydraulic cylinder that expands in the heat of the day, and it opens the window, and then when it cools off or if it starts raining, it closes back down. It does this without any power or sensors or any kind of controls. It just does it on its own. So here's the basic frame of the window. It was built with a 3-inch lip that comes up from the plane of the roof. This is to give you some waterproofing ability so that when the wind's really blowing in the rain, it will tend to shed the water. It all has to be dried in up top, but this is the basic frame that we built. After the frames were built, we went ahead and primed and painted all the wood to seal it. So here are the finished frames. They've been primed. The next thing we did was to build the window itself. They will sit on top of that little lip that you see. I had to keep these pretty small because that little cylinder will lift about 15 pounds. So these are 20 by 30 frames that we are going to install a lightweight corrugated plastic sheet as our glazing. So here are the windows installed with the hinges, the glazing's in place. Next was to go and make a template to cut out the plastic sheeting of the roof itself. This drawing shows you I made a template, and it's going to cut out this X pattern in the sheet. Once that plastic's cut, the pointed parts of that X are actually going to be the pieces that will wrap up that 3-inch lip of the window frame. That's going to let me water seal the most part of that window, to the roof. Next, I had to install some metal angle brackets where I wanted the window at the peak of the roof. I then just put my template up on those brackets, and then with a razor knife cut that X in the plastic. With the window taken off the frame, I was able to climb it up the ladder, put it on the brackets. The plastic sheeting gives enough that you can kind of wiggle it in place without too much problem, and then just set some screws to hold it in place. If you look at the bottom of the drawing, you can see I used some 6-inch roofing mastic tape to go around the window. I first stapled those cut pieces of plastic to the frame and then sealed it all the way around with the mastic tape. So once the frame was installed and dried in to the roof, I was able to put the window back on, set the hinge pins, and then it's time to put that hydraulic cylinder in. It's a pretty simple installation. You basically just screw the two parts of the frame into the wooden window and then the jamb itself, and then install the hydraulic cylinder. So here's a picture of it from the outside about 10 minutes after I installed it, and it's already starting to open up on its own. It actually rained last night pretty hard, and I checked this morning and there wasn't a drop on the floor, so I was really pretty happy with this installation. So not a super hard project, but if you either don't have time or you think this is beyond your skills, these will be available on the website. You can contact me. We can make as many as you need and ship them out to you. I'm going to be putting 5 of these in my 70-foot by 24-foot greenhouse.